Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, the 11th of May. And first of all, I hope all the mums out there had a fantastic day yesterday with the family and that you got plenty of love and fun and gratitude for all that you do for your kids and your family. I know I talk about gratitude a lot and I'm saying thank you a lot, but probably because lots of people are doing the right thing and good things. So again, I've got to thank all the parents for the way in which you cooperated and worked with us this morning in the drop-off. That could have been tricky. I know some people say, look, the school is well organised, but it still requires people to do the right thing and I think not just to do the right thing, the manner in which we do those things. So it's been really pleasant working with you. There's been a lot of courtesy, manners, mutual respect, which is all the things that are the best of what we want to be as a community and a society. So, thank you, a big thank you to you from our staff for the way in which you're working with us and continue to work with us over this period. I can't tell you how much the staff appreciates the way in which you are working with and talking with them at the moment to support the children in their future learning. In terms of the other good news is that yesterday there were 2 cases in Queensland. Today there are none, and at the moment we only have 18 total active cases in Queensland. The concern, I guess, that the government has is there were some instances yesterday of people thinking, oh, things are relaxed now and we've only got a few cases, and people tended to be bunching together or having a barbecue with 20 people. There wasn't many of those things, but I think we shouldn't just not talk about them, because our restrictions, our freedoms, all depend on us continuing to maintain social distancing and following those guidelines. And in regards to what happened at school, at the moment I'm applying the same sort of rule set, I guess, or thinking as the government is. As long as you, the community and the parents and the students do the right thing, I'm prepared to be a bit more relaxed with some of our restrictions at school. So some schools, for example, are doing testing at the gate. They're asking parents not to get out of their car and drop them off and drive through. They are closing their ovals. So we're not doing all of those things, but I am making an assessment based on what I see as to what's the level of restrictions I need to apply at Tallawong State School to ensure a safe environment. And at the moment, because you as the parents are really supporting us and working with us, and the students at the moment are being really good at school, it means that I don't have to up the ante and apply heavier restrictions to movement in and around the school. So I'm not banning students from the oval at the moment. They can go down the oval, but they can't play things like, you can't play tiggy, you can't play football in terms of grabbing, pushing, tackling, those sorts of things. So as long as students are being sensible, they're listening to the message of keeping their distance and our number one policy, which is hands and feet to yourself. You'll all record in our community that you heard from me all the time talking about our values of being respectful, being responsible, being ready. And all the students know those things. But there's one that sits above all of that now, and that is hands and feet to yourself. Now, I've been around to every student that's in the school and spoken to them about the importance of hands and feet to yourself. I've talked to them about COVID-19 and the coronavirus in the terms of it's like germs. And you can talk to your kids like that as well. Like, germs are passed on to one another basically through coughing, sneezing and touching. So as long as we stay clear of those things, then we are safe. And so if we don't want the kids to be anxious or worried, and I can maintain a safe environment at school, I just need people to keep doing that. So making sure you are not touching other people, that you're not coming to school if you're coughing or sneezing. You're covering up if you need to cough. All those sorts of things, which at the moment, I'd have to say, virtually every person in our community is working with us to do. So that gives me a lot of confidence about the level of safety in the school. It also gives me a lot of confidence in not having to introduce tighter restrictions for parents and also for students. So if we can keep doing that, it's not just for you, it's not for me, it's for everybody in terms of having as good and open living as we possibly can at this time, as restrictions are so slowly lifted in the broader community. So thanks for cooperation, because we couldn't do those things without it. Look, the other thing is we are at the end, getting to the end of week 4, and again, we have another set of home learning packs to send out for years 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So for those year levels, on Thursday afternoon from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m, and then again on Friday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, we'll be at the front gate handing out the packs, so you can drive through as you did last time, drop off the old ones, pick up week 5s. For those of you who have not done as much of the work, like I said, it's okay, but week 5 is going to be critical, because that basically is a little bit of recap on what people have done in the last few weeks, plus it's going to give you a bit of a preview and a transition back to school. So look, can every parent of students in years 2 to 6 make sure you come and pick those up on Thursday and Friday of this week, please. Parents of prep in year 1 will be going as we did today, and look, you guys did a fantastic job. We'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow, meeting outside of the school hall, walking in, lining up. Teachers will collect the students from there and take them to class. So worked very well today. I hope the students transition back well to school today. This is a tricky time, so we shouldn't think, oh, homeschool is done, they're back in school, everything's back to normal. Keep a close eye on your kids, please. If you notice anything, if you're anxiety, they're different mood, or you're worried about something, can you please let us know, and we'll do our very best to support you and your kids. But thanks for everything that you're doing at the moment. It's really, really appreciated.